Bienvenidos, amigos, and welcome back to another episode of the More Life Diaries podcast. And today we're catching you guys up on anything and everything MLD related. Since it's been a while since we've done one of these podcasts here, we'll be talking about our Airbnb fiasco. Our Airbnb is no more. We'll get into why. Things we've done, places we visited, and restaurants we recommend for you guys. And then we'll finish it all off with just some MLD news, special collabs we have coming your way. So let's get right into it. More Life Diaries presents. Thank you all for joining us once again. We appreciate every single one of you tuning into some of these podcasts. A disclosure for you guys, this is a podcast. I know a lot of people watch these and like the information and would have liked, for us to throw some B-roll and stuff, but this is just a podcast. Maybe I'll throw in some pictures and some short videos taken with my phone to complement what we're talking about, but this is a podcast, so I hope you guys enjoy this type of content. And
it's just us talking.
It's just us talking. We do have a lot more informational type videos with B-roll or fun videos, travel stuff. So
and
check
less
out
of us talking.
So check out our channel if those are the things you're into, because I think we kind of just do it all. We have a lot of different types of videos. Hit that subscribe button. Check out our channel. Greatly appreciated. Gracias. Let's get right into it, guys. Our Airbnb in Puerto Vallarta, which was located in Centro, is no more.
It still exists in the world. It's just no longer.
It didn't burn down. It's just no longer an Airbnb hosted by us. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of shady activity that happened between us and basically the business partner, which is the owner of the building. It left a very bad taste in our mouth. We were very calm, cool, collected about it and tried to make things work, but unfortunately, it just felt uncomfortable to continue going on with the Airbnb.
So when we were managing the Airbnb, we basically had full occupancy over the last few months, or almost nearly full occupancy. It was doing really good. So kind of ashamed to have to lose it. But I think we learned a lot from that experience in terms of how to manage Airbnbs and what we need to do. And overall, just the fact that we could do it, we were capable of doing it. It's still something that we're interested in doing if we found another opportunity. However, I think, we both kind of felt that the best choice was just to walk away from that.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, so our Airbnb was located in Centro, very close to Lady de Guadalupe Church. A really nice location. We put a lot of time and effort into this place, promoting this place,
Redecorating.
brought decorations down from our house that we sold in Toronto. It's really unfortunate that things had to go this way. That's how business is sometimes, and that's how things work. And we're not the type of people to really put up with shady activities. We have kind of a zero tolerance for that. We've been taken advantage of many times in the past. So it's just a zero tolerance thing for us. So it's very unfortunate because, we were promoting it on the channel. You'll see previous episodes, we're talking about it. It was our little baby. We did learn a lot from it, and things we'll do differently next time around. And that has nothing to do really with what happened. It's just things we've learned just hosting Airbnbs and generally just, managing, dealing with people, dealing with guests. Super unfortunate that we had to cancel like 5 or 6 future bookings as well, because we were doing quite well, very booked up. Some of you viewers had actually booked the Airbnb, so of course we've already talked to you guys about it on a one-on-one basis,
You're not
but
finding out now.
um, yeah, super just bummed out about it.
We were close to getting super host, I think.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's unfortunate. But that being said, we did learn a lot. And what is one of the major things you learned from that experience?
One of the major things I learned
Or
from,
what would you do differently moving forward?
I think I would do the overall just, well, the contract with, the business partner or the property owner differently, just so that we don't have to take on 100% of the risk. There's, more money to be made if we don't take 100% of the risk for them. So it would just benefit both parties, but that's something else. Otherwise, it's been a very good kind of social experiment on dealing with people, and people pay a lot of money to come here, and their expectations are all over the place, and you try to offer the best possible experience for them, especially when it comes to where they're staying, because that's where they go to feel like they're at home, to feel comfortable, to feel safe. And I think we did a really good job at that, but sometimes there's just external factors or people with different expectations, and no matter how much you bend over backwards, it's just never enough.
That's true.
What about you?
I would say the same thing in terms of the contract. I think, yeah, if we were to take on another Airbnb, I'd want to work it out to be more of a profit sharing situation rather than us taking on the full. I mean, realistically, here in Vallarta, most people don't have mortgages, so it's already been paid off. So the landlord isn't paying anything, right? They're just making pure profit. So I would rather do it as a profit share
Mhm.
in that case rather than us paying full rent and taking on that risk if we're not booking enough to cover the rent, for
Mhm.
example. Or, we make enough to cover the rent, but we make $10 or something
Yeah,
afterwards,
and it's just so much effort put
Yeah.
into it. Good stuff, Airbnb. It's done for now, but not done forever. We'll be back soon with another MLD Airbnb property. We don't know where or when that will be, but I can guarantee you we'll be back in the game shortly. So thank you for all of your support, as always. Moving on to things we've done and things we recommend you look into if you're coming here or if you're staying in the area. Number one was a trip to Barra de Navidad, which is approximately 5 hours south of Puerto Vallarta. Barra, how was our experience there?
It was it was nice. Let me
Mhm.
think. Hold on. Yeah, Barra was nice. It is, I didn't really know what to expect because again, it's south of here. It's a beach town just like Vallarta, but it is much, much, much smaller. And I don't think I realized, how because in many ways Puerto Vallarta is a small city, but then when you go to these small towns, you really feel it. Like it's just so quiet.
Mhm.
And you can walk for a while and there's nobody.
Yeah,
Or
things close early too, and like things open
there's
randomly,
no
and
major big stores,
Mhm.
anything like that, but it was very beautiful there. Interesting just to see a different
Mhm.
type of town,
And different type of locals and different type of
neighborhoods as well.
neighborhoods, expats, everything is just it's is unique to there, which was really cool. There are a lot of snowbirds or seasonal travelers there as well because the airport is pretty close.
Hmm.
So that's definitely something to look out for. It's like a high concentration of that as well. But like their Malecon was absolutely beautiful, way more quiet than the Malecon here. But on one side, you have the ocean, on the other, you have a beautiful laguna where the marina is located. And yeah, just cool little shops, cool restaurants, no grocery stores,
Hmm.
only little tiendas that open randomly. So a cool experience. I definitely go back. What about you?
Yeah, I'd love to go back.
Hmm.
And so we were there partially for Mark's work, and I was also working part of the time we were there. So there was limited sort of recreational hours that we could go out and explore. But I think I would like to go back like on a weekend when we're not working, and maybe explore more the other towns next to it. Because like we mentioned, there is an airport there, so there is a major city close by and some other smaller towns. I'd like to, see what's up in those other places, as well as in Laguna. There's, if you cross the Laguna via boat, like you could take these little, it's a short taxi ride.
Hmm.
Um, there's this really cool looking hotel. It looks very old, kind of like a fortress or something
Hmm.
previously, but that now is made into some beautiful grounds. I'd love to explore there. Um, and yeah, just see what else there is to offer there.
Guys, be warned, if you're driving down south, the potholes are absolutely insane. Driving back, we got a flat tire. It was evening time. Had to drive on the rim because there's no way to pull over.
So this is why they say, one of the major reasons why they say not to drive in Mexico at night. It is impossible to see the potholes, especially when there's traffic coming against you and then their lights are too bright so you can't see the road for a few seconds. And that's exactly what
A lot of
happened.
people turn on their high beams here and don't turn them off in the evening time. So completely blind half the way. And the reason we were driving at night is because we one tried to go to a place called I think it's called Copa del Mundo, something like that. I'll put it on the screen, but it's essentially on private property, right on the coast, a huge metal saucer type cup thing.
We didn't really understand,
And
but so we wanted to see
but
what it
I
was.
saw it and I'll put a picture up here and I was like, I have to get drone shots of this place. It looks just so beautiful. It's still on our list to do because it is that nice visually and it's probably a cool, walk and stuff like that. But we ended up not being able to get in because it was off season or something and we had to get tickets for it. And we were looking for a beach on the way home, so we stopped by Punta Perula, which is an even smaller beach town. Really, really small, but beautiful. The beach was amazing there. You just walk out in the water and just
Super soft
visually it
sand.
looks amazing.
Hmm.
So we had a really, really good time at Punta Perula. Probably too much of a good time because we left right before sunset.
Yes.
And it's at least a couple hours away from PV. I'd say 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, we were so close when we got the flat tire to, I guess, that coastal highway, like where you
Hmm.
pass Boca and Miss Maloy and all those
Hmm.
places. We were so close, and like that is a little bit better lit.
Hmm.
But yeah, we got the flat tire right there, and
And I can't tell you our fear level driving on a spare tire through the potholes. There's
well,
nothing left after that.
fear level, like Mark pulls over into this driveway, and there's like 13 dogs and,
And a
and a
horse.
horse.
And they all come rushing the
I'm
car
like,
and they're
are these dogs
barking.
nice? Like, we're on their property. Are they gonna bite you?
And
Um,
funny enough, we got out of the car and looked up, and there was not a light in sight,
the
and just
stars
the
were beautiful.
stars were unreal, like we've never seen them before. So that's a positive thing
And
out of the
he
negative.
did a great job changing the tire. So thank you, because
Yeah.
that was so scary.
Yes. Next, we did the hike from Boca de Tomatlan all the way to Playa Las Animas. We did not expect to go all the way to Las Animas, which is about a couple-hour hike, more or less, depending on how long you take. And we were super slow because,
Well, we were planning to do all the way to Las Animas, and then halfway through, you see a map, and it looked like we had done an
Mhm.
hour already, and it looked like way farther. Like the map was a little bit distorted. It looked like we'd have like another 2 hours to go, but it wasn't the case.
So basically, this hike, you go to Boca de Tomatlan, you can take an Uber there, drive there, take the bus
Bus.
there. It's super easy to get to. And you walk all the way down, there's a bridge, you cross the bridge, and then you just walk along the southern part of the coast. Um, Basically, as far as you want to go. And there's taxis that will bring you back if you
Water
decide,
taxis.
water taxis,
Hmm.
if you do decide to go that route. There's no cars, no taxis,
On
car
wheels.
tag, yeah. So water taxis on the way back, and a lot of people had been telling us to do this hike. The difficulty is medium. I wouldn't go if you have any sort of issues walking, especially walking the streets here in PV or the hills.
Yeah.
But if you're able to walk and navigate through rocks and kind of difficult terrain situations,
Mhm.
10 out of 10 recommend, five
Yeah.
stars.
To give you an idea, like I wouldn't bring the kids quite yet. I think Bassie could do it, but he
Mhm.
doesn't find joy in this type of activity yet.
Mhm.
And yeah, Callie would struggle and I would probably have to carry him. And there were some older people who were doing the trail who looked like they were like halfway through, just didn't want to continue anymore. It was a bit rough because there's no railing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So you do you do have to be ready for that.
Mhm.
But there's markings and stuff to let you know you're on the way. Plus, you're just following the coast. But
Yeah.
yeah, probably a medium difficulty depending on your fitness level. There were some people who were just flying through it
And
as
the
well.
first beach is pretty close, Playa Colomitos. It's maybe
An
like
hour.
an hour? I
It
was gonna
was.
say like
I mean, we
less
stopped
than
to
half
take
an hour. Yeah.
pictures.
We were filming it, so we're gonna do an episode on, so we were super slow. I'd say it's about a half hour or less, if you're just doing it straight. And if that's as far as you go, you can take a water taxi back from there, and it's a beautiful beach as well. The other beaches are Trosa, which is also very nice, Caballo,
Madagascar.
Madagascar, and then there's Camixto Mahihuitas, I think it's called, which is apparently one of the nicest ones, but those ones are very far away.
Has Las Animas.
Yeah, we made it until Las Animas, which is also really nice, but we are definitely going back there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
with Colomitos, that's the first beach you get to. Beautiful turquoise water. You can go swimming. There's like a little snack bar that was set up there that was selling fruit and other things. So you can stop there and water taxis come and you can go back.
Mhm.
We continued, like we said, apparently you can catch water taxis at the other ones, but you kind of have to flag them down. They don't just necessarily stop.
And not all of them stop, as we
Yes.
came to find out.
Yes. And then Las Animas is the next major beach. It's a larger beach, lots of water taxis and other activities going on there. So you can easily catch one there. I think there are some restaurants as well. And there is a restaurant at Colomitos. We didn't go there, we were just walking. But yeah, if you want to make a day of it and like stop, have drinks, picnics, swim at all the beaches, you definitely
Mhm.
could. And yes, we took a water taxi back. It was about 100 pesos per person.
Mhm.
We didn't ask about local rate, but I know from leaving from Boca, you can usually get a local rate. You just have to show your ID.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we took the water taxi back and you can walk back, but I think the thing you have to consider is that if you are kind of walking against the traffic, it's going to be kind of a pain
Yeah.
to have to move over for everyone because there was quite a few people on the trail. We left at like maybe 10 a.m. on the trail. I think if we were to do it again, when we do it again, maybe we'll go a bit earlier
Early.
just to like
Mhm.
not have so much other traffic. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're deciding if you want to take the taxi to Las Animas and walk back or
Mhm.
vice versa. I would walk it and then take the taxi back and try to go early in the morning if you like to have a clear path.
Mhm. Otherwise, we've been spending a lot of time at Playa Conchas Chinas, as always, our favorite beach. This is where we go almost every weekend, Saturday or Sunday. The kids love it there. We've been having and been just so lucky to have amazing beach days lately. There was a little moment where the waves were really strong, but honestly, that was maybe one time. And Playa Punta Negra, which is slowly, we've gone many times, I'd say like six, 7 times, but also slowly becoming one of our favorites. So we split our times between Las Conchas Chinas and Punta Negra.
And we saw really cool whale action
Mhm.
this past Sunday at Punta Negra. There was a whale like slapping its tail like so hard that we could hear it like
Mhm.
from the distance. We could see it in the distance and we could hear it really, really loudly. Your brother mentioned that that's how they kind of, I don't know if this is the right term, but herd their food or like
Mhm.
knock fish out or something like that, or attract them or something, something to do with feeding.
Mhm.
So that was really cool to see because it went on for quite a while.
And it was right along the coast too. Like you could very closely see the whale hitting its tail. Either that or it's trying to get or scare off like prey or something like that. But yeah, if you're in PV and you're looking for a beautiful beach that's not Los Muertos or Camarones, just go down south. Playa Conchas Chinas is maybe a 10-minute drive or less, and then Playa Punta Negra is the next one over. I can guarantee you'll have an amazing time at either one of these places.
And to note that Sundays are busier here at the beach. Like most
Hmm.
people have that day off. So it will be a little bit more, not crowded. I never find them too crowded, but in terms of parking, it's a little bit more challenging to find parking spaces. So just keep that in mind if you're driving.
We took a trip down to San Pancho. It had been quite some time since we have gone there.
I think a year.
We've gone there at least a couple times before, but this time was kind of special. What were your thoughts about it?
Yes, it was very special. Yeah, we went with a couple of friends who were visiting from Canada. We had a really nice lunch before we head off to the beach at Barracuda. I don't know if it's connected to the Barracuda in PV.
There's so many barracudas, we don't know which one is related to which.
Anyways,
Yeah.
the menu seemed a bit different, but we had a really nice, just small lunch, like tostadas, super fresh and delicious. Then we chilled at the beach in San Pancho. Waves were perfect, sun was perfect. It was a great day. And we actually got to see a turtle release, which we've seen before, but this was the first time for our friends. So I was really excited to like get to share that with them. And you know what? They're always kind of beautiful and magical things to see these turtle releases happen. And they can kind of be different depending on, I guess, the company, or I don't know if it's a company or whatever reserve is trying to help these turtles. They give you different facts about things, and you know, sometimes you get to be more involved even if you didn't come with them. So this was really cool to see. The kids always love it. It's always special for them. And yeah, our friends were super excited about that.
Yeah, just the water, and it was crystal clear, and we were able to walk out, and the kids, walk out and play in the water. It was such a beautiful day. More tourists than we had previously experienced in the past
Yes,
there. It
true.
was quite busy with tourism. It is high season. We're in the middle of it,
And
so
I think it was a Saturday or it was a weekend. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday, but I think before we had gone during the week, which might have changed things. And maybe a little bit later, like March or April, we were there
yeah,
last
San
year.
Pancho.
Love it.
Love it there. It's beautiful, definitely top of our list as recommendations. If you're going, out of PV and you want to take a little drive, about an hour, 15 minutes away, but definitely worth it. And we also went to the circus here. The circus here was located in the back parking lot of Galleria's Mall. It was super hyped. There are signs everywhere. Buses, taxis were
They're really
advertising it.
promoting it a lot.
Circus Americano was absolutely hyped, so we had to go. We had to bring the kids under one condition: no animals.
Yeah, so there are no animals or fire or anything crazy like that at the circus. It is just a lot of clown type things. There's a lot of people like characters dressed up as Spider-Man, which is, they were so excited about that. Bluey, there was a transformer, like an actual car that transformed.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I wasn't expecting that. Um, a lot of dancing and hype music, but the kids loved it, acrobat type stuff. The kids had no idea what a circus was or what to expect, and they were just like this the whole time, like
They
so
kind of
amazed.
they kind of freak me out a little bit with the clowns and costumes and stuff, but the kids loved it. And the best part of it is that Mexican people are so into it, and they cheer and they sing and they get up, and it's just such an amazing thing to take part in, because like they're so hyped, so it makes you take part in it, and it's just really really cool to see.
And it is really affordable. I think the tickets were around 100 pesos each. Like there's some tickets that are a little bit more if you want like front row into this little kind of box type thing. But I think most of them were 100, and they were giving out free admission like everywhere, like one free admission tickets for like a kid. And you just kind of you buy them at the box office before or whenever. You can go purchase them prior to the show, and yeah, super affordable. They make their money though on the snacks, obviously, but all the little other things that you can buy, like so bring cash if you do end up going. I don't know if they're going to be back next year, but if you do end up getting to see this, just bring a lot of small bills because there's a lot of little things that they'll sell to you.
Even if you're here for like just a week with the kids, like take them there. It'll be a really cool couple of hours, and it'll be really fun. You don't need to speak any sort of Spanish to go there or interact or anything. It's just really, really fun.
Like the clown jokes are in Spanish, but I mean, it's very slapstick, so you don't, it's just funny. If you don't understand, it's still funny.
Places we've eaten. So we'll start off with a place we've actually, you've gone back a couple times, once without me, but we absolutely love called Caminito Argentina restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Caminito.
Caminito, I'm a
Yeah.
big fan. So
Located in Versailles.
I actually have to shout out, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but I was leaving the coffee shop that's next to this restaurant, and two subscribers stopped me and just to say hi, but they told me that there was an Argentinian restaurant going into this spot. So that's why I knew it was there. It's a very small location, but the food is great. It's Argentinian, so they have empanadas, they have a lot of meat and grilled meat of course, like steaks and that type of thing, pizzas and pastas as well. So we went there for a couple of friends. We were actually celebrating it was exactly 10 years that week that they had come to visit us in Chile, in Santiago, Chile. And we all took a trip to Mendoza, Argentina. So we were kind of celebrating, looking at the past 10 years and what has happened in all of our lives. So it was very special to us. Great wine, great food, great atmosphere, great service. We highly recommend it. Yes, I did. I went there. I went there on I went there on Valentine's Day.
Without me, and she got what I ordered the first time because it was so good.
And just to like, you don't think I'm terrible. It was my best friend who was visiting her last night in PV.
And
So
my brother's birthday at the same time, and we were doing a family dinner, and it was like her friends last night, so I wanted them to go out and enjoy the evening.
and I did.
Yeah, the food there was amazing. Like what I had was really good, some sort of thinly cut arrachera steak,
I think it's
breaded,
Milanesa.
Milanesa steak, and it was kind of breaded and fried. Really, really good. And they just had some salsas there, which I love, of course.
Lots of sauces.
So, highly recommend this restaurant in Versailles neighborhood. Next up on our list is Mariscos Pagamama.
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 I don't know.
This is a mariscos place located in our hood, Agua Azul, and we had actually tried going here. I think,
Before we moved to
yeah, like, but I think when we first got to PV, we had heard about it, and we went, and it was closed
closing.
because a lot of
Yeah.
Marisco's place in PV specifically close early. It's more so of like a afternoon type thing,
Yeah, so
lunch
it
and
comes
afternoon.
from like back in the day before refrigeration when they would have the fresh catches of seafood. You just want to eat that kind of right away before it's spoiled. So most Morisco places here are earlier in the day, not so much for like a late dinner. So I think we drove by it when we were arriving that one time and it looked open, but they were actually just wrapping it up, closing up. So if you want to eat here, go early dinner or like a lunch time.
Before 5:30, 6. No, they actually close at 7, sorry, which is considered early here.
Yes.
And we went with my family. My parents had already gone there with some friends, and they absolutely loved it. We already knew it was going to be good. We showed up. We had to wait a little bit. It was all Mexican
Worth
people in
it.
there, so you know it's gonna
Slap.
hit different. And their tostadas are elite level. I'm going to put pictures right here of the meals. Everything was a 10 out of 10. Perfect score. Really good. I've been thinking about the tostada ever since I got it with the smoked marlin on top.
We'll
Just
be
really
back.
good, and it's in our hood, so how could we not support,
Yeah,
you know?
around the corner, basically. Yeah, and like your parents' dishes were so generous as well. Like the big portions, everything. Yeah, everything was good.
Next up is Barra 322, which is also it's a cocktail lounge located in
Versailles.
Versailles neighborhood, a very, very small like
It looks like a container. Like
container, and there's chairs outside on the sidewalk. Really cool vibes. They specialize in cocktails. There's like, I don't, like hundreds maybe. They give you an iPad and it's kind of overwhelming. So, I
yeah,
default to just drinking Pacifico.
we went there a couple times. I tried a couple different drinks. One with mezcal, I think. One with raicilla. The mezcal one was really. They were both good, but the mezcal one was like, I think I'm a mezcal girl. Anyways, they actually had a pop-up pizza place that was there.
Pata de Perro Pizzeria.
Yes, and oh my gosh.
And this pizza pop-up, it's like a little tricycle with a thing on the back. He opens it up and makes little stone oven pizzas. Um,
It's not a stone oven. It's a pizza
oh
oven.
yeah, just he makes pizza oven pizza. It's only like a pop-up type of thing on Thursdays. I don't know how long they'll have this going,
At
but
this location, but he does other
they and they
locations.
don't have food at the cocktail bar, so this guy shows up and just serves the best damn pizza we've had in Puerto Vallarta.
But not just pizza. Like the pizza was phenomenal,
Yeah.
but also the star of the show.
So we were there. We had actually gone there the first night just for cocktails after going to
Abulon.
Abulon with our friends, and then this guy was out there making pizzas, and we saw this guy order some sort of hot dog. The guy's folding the pizza dough into like a bun and puts a hot dog in. So I was like, I'm way too full for this now, but I have to come back and get it. And
And you
it did
didn't.
not disappoint. The pizzas were really good. It's a little bit expensive because it's just like a guy making it out of his truck, and it is I don't
I don't
know,
know, like a boutique type
boutique. Yeah,
pizza. I mean, they were 200, I think. 200
two
to
two hundred each, I
225
think.
or
Yeah,
something.
but really good. Like 10 out of 10 pizza.
Like if you
No
like a
complaints.
thin crust,
Yeah,
we were with a pizza snob and he liked it
yeah.
a lot. He came back for the second time.
Next restaurant we tried is we try 3 times a week is La Guerra. And La Guerra, I hype this place up. This is our favorite taqueria in town. They specialize in al pastor. It is in our neighborhood, Agua Azul, right by the bus station,
Across from the Red Cross.
across from the Red Cross, across from the kiosco. La Guerra. Their seasoning on their al pastor is like we've never had before here. It's really special, and it's honestly a really special place to us because when we first got here, we got an Airbnb up in
Gastronomica.
Gastronomica, all the way up Cinco de Diciembre, and we used to drive by on the highway all the time and stop and pick up tacos there. And 2 years later, we ended up moving in the neighborhood, and this place is closes and opens all the time. So like I've been heartbroken a few times thinking they went out of business, and they always find a way to come back.
Mark is very passionate about this taco stand.
Yeah,
If you do try it, you need to let him know because,
and if
I
it's
mean,
anything less than 5 stars,
if you
don't even
message him and
don't
say,
even
I'm here
message
right
me.
now,
I will attack you.
no,
No, no, no. I mean,
what?
if you message, if you rate it anything less than 5, I will attack you. Yeah, if you're there right now and tacos are on you, give me a shout. I'll run down the street. It's
If
very
tacos
close
are not
by.
on you, he'll still run down.
And we have to mention Cha Cocina again. We went there with friends,
The same friends.
the same friends. Just always everything there is amazing.
Yeah,
Such a good
we've
time
never had
there.
anything bad there. It's always delicious.
Yeah. Croque Madame, their chicken sandwich, their mole chilaquiles,
What did I get this time?
uh,
French toast.
French toast. Like everything there is absolutely amazing. Cha Cocina, located in Versailles. If you're coming to PV and you're not going there,
What are you doing?
what are you doing? What are you eating? Cha Cocina, go there. Last but not least on our list, kind of just like a update on MLD and fun stuff that we have going on. So we had a fun little collab with Wear First. They're a brand located in the States, and their cargo shorts actually became available at Costco here in Puerto Vallarta. So they reached out so we could do some videos for them, just some fun stuff that maybe I'll put like at the end of the video or whatever. But very cool just to get, some clothes sent to you and for you to do videos. So Wear First, big shout out. Check out our Instagram or Facebook if you want to see the collab. Um, Dynamic Yim.
Mm,
So dynamic Di-
dynamic.
Dynamic Gym is our gym that we've been going to. The owner is actually one of our subscribers that had reached out. And we're doing a collab with them, a video, kind of just us doing a workout, showing you the gym. So that's actually the previous video to this one that you may have seen. So go check that one out. A lot of fun, but most importantly, we show you the birria taqueria that's right beside, aka birreria, and the bread store next door as
How
well,
do you
the
say it?
bakery.
How do you say it?
Birreria.
Oh, yeah, panaderia.
Panaderia.
Yeah, so like our collab with that Dynamic Gym is really interesting. Go watch it. We love this gym.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, we
Like,
do love it. And it's not that it's fancy equipment or anything like that, but we've been going to the gym for many years now. And just the overall layout is very functional. There's space to do whatever you want to do. It's not overly busy. There's all the machines you can think of, there's all the weights you can think of.
and
So we've been getting really good workouts there.
yeah, and one thing I noticed coming here in the last couple gyms that I have gone to, there's no like just floor space to do stretches or any sort of mobility work. It's just pure machines everywhere and like kind of stuffed into a space. So this place actually has some space for you to do things. It has classes, clean, spacious bathroom, showers, change rooms, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Beautiful views. You get a great breeze going through there. Yeah, we've really been liking the experience at Dynamic Gym.
And if you guys are interested in a free workout, checking it out, please do reach out to me. I can get you guys in there for a free workout as we do have a collaboration with them. So definitely do reach out to me via or us via email or comment
Instagram.
down below, Instagram, whatever it may be, and yeah, we'll get you guys in there. Really good place to work out. Ultra Human Ring Air, which we are wearing
Mine's charging.
right now. So, a company called Ultra Human actually reached out to us for us to do a review on their ring, which is kind of like a smart ring, similar to a smartwatch or the Aura ring or a Whoop band.
Mhm.
And basically, the main function of this is sleep and sleep recovery. So you wear the ring and it sends data to the app, and basically you're able to know, how you slept, if you were in deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep, if you toss and turn.
You can track your food there, your
Mhm.
movement, your steps. And it's a new function, but for women, you can track your menstrual cycle there
Mhm.
as well. So really cool. We're going to do a review on that. We're just kind of giving it some time to actually, populate all of our biometric data, whatever. And
And
also,
use it for about a month before we can give, some sort of educated review on it.
mhm.
So Ultra Human Ring Air. This thing's been great. We're gonna do a full review on that. And actually tonight we have a collab with Miguela.
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 Yes, so there's a new restaurant in Versailles.
Mhm.
It looks beautiful on the outside. We've passed by outside. It's traditional Mexican food. It looks kind of fancy though. So we're very excited to go see what they have and taste the food. They also do wines and cocktails and all of that stuff. It looks like there's a lot of Mexican wines available as well as cocktails with, of course, tequila,
Mhm.
raicilla, mezcal. So we'll be trying that and doing a video on our experience there.
Guys, that's it. I know it was a little bit of a long one, but we had a lot to catch you guys up on. So, hope you enjoy the content. As always, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Definitely hit it if you've made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, because you like us, don't lie. Hit the subscribe button, comment down below, recommendations, places to eat, anything you'd want us to try. Hit the comment section. Buymeacoffee.com/More Life Diaries if you want to buy us some coffees, aka donations for us to go out and do activities and of course film and show you guys. And we just appreciate every single one of you as always. Any last words? This is our journey. More Life Diaries. Peace. Thank you for watching More Life Diaries.